Okay, maybe we'll try that. Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 753. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my studio. I've got lots of goodies to show you this morning. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Hi, Thea, Lily, Pamela, Julie, Trisha. Good morning. Oh, I forgot to bring my water. Good thing I still have my tea. Hi, Lisa, Grace, Pamela, Joe. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, daily vlog, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, there's some technical issue going on with Judy Weingarten and Judy Kotz this morning. I don't know why, but YouTube is, I don't know, not allowing them to participate in the chat. They're both moderators on the channel, so I don't know. We'll try to figure it out after the show. It started on Friday, I believe, and we kind of hoped that it would just work itself out by Monday, and it hasn't, so might have to contact YouTube and see what's going on. So they are here if you want to say hello to them. Yes, it's definitely a YouTube issue. It's not an issue with my channel because when I go into the back end of things, they both have permissions to be moderators on the channel. Neither of them are banned, so you wouldn't believe the long list of banned people. You know what's even weirder though, or more weird, is the list of banned words. Ugh. You wouldn't even believe the words we have in there. I mean, we have the usual suspects, right? All the swear words are listed in there. But over the years, there've been some weird, inappropriate words that people have used. And every time I have to go in and look for permissions, it shows me all those words and I go, ooh, yuck. Anyway, enough about that. Hi, Susie. Sorry if I missed some names while I was talking. I'm happy everybody feels welcome to say hello. If you would like to share what you've been working on, were you crafting this weekend? We'd love to hear what you've been working on. If you have any questions, by all means, ask. Now, because Judy Weingarten isn't going to be able to comment, obviously she won't be sharing live links for things. I could try, since we're in my studio, to keep up with that this morning, but in the meantime, we will have all those links in the video description and the comments after the show as well. So if you have trouble finding anything, it'll all be there as well. Because I got lots of goodies to show you this week, today. Pamela made, you gave away your Serenity mandalas this weekend that you've been making. That's wonderful. Susie's crocheting a lap can for her dad. Awesome. Lisa's working on a throw and a kimono. Thank you, Joe. Just to give you a little upfront help, Joe, we're going to be talking about Be So Fine yarn new colors, Be So Sporty yarn new colors, and Be So Fine gradient yarns are back in stock this morning too. The gradient kits are back in stock. Lily is finishing her Tasha shawl. So if you go to, and this for anybody looking for the links, if you go to the yarn shop on my website, there'll be the first three products at the very top of the page. Well, we may as well get started then. So I promised you a bunch of gorgeous new dyed colors of Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn last week. And I just remember I had a day where my back was killing me last week, so it took me a little longer to do it than I anticipated. Okay, Nora's working on the Fantastical vest and Be So Fine gold. Wonderful. Proverbs making a hat and cowl. Donna's working on Afghans. Kimberly's working on my tassel earrings. Wow, this is great, guys. I worked on editing the crochet hat book, which is book 20. I made it a third of the way through the pattern, so I have 1/3 of all the patterns okay, all 24 patterns have been tech edited. Now I'm going back through and doing a second round of edits on them from there, and then I'll start laying out then I'll need to do photography and then lay out the whole book, or those could probably happen at the same time, and then we'll go through two or three more rounds of editing. So we are really making progress on that, and I'm very happy with what I accomplished this weekend. Anyway, without further ado, I will show you the new colors for Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn, and I did something a little different this time. I dyed both yarns at the same time so that they would match. And I thought it might be fun if you wanted to do some sort of coordinating with textured stripes within the same yarn, or if you wanted to make a matching hat to go with a shawl, or a matching top to go with a shawl or a scarf or a cowl. You could make one item in sporty and make the other one in fine, and they would match because they were dyed together. So I'll show you both yarns at the same time, and I'll just show the colors first. So here is Fern Forest, which is back in stock in Be So Sporty yarn. I made that beautiful top out of this one that you can find in my crochet pattern shop. Can't think of the name, obviously, otherwise I would have said it. But here it is in Be So Fine yarn. We haven't done, I haven't done the color in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty at the same time, and this has fern, like the color green like my ferns out back, and the highlights like the sun shining on it. So there's the highlight and shadow of it being out in the sun and in the shade. So that's why I call it Fern Forest. And so there's lighter colors like a light bright green and an emerald green and a fern green. It is absolutely stunning, and you can find a sample made in this color in my crochet pattern shop. Cannot think of the name. I better go look. All right, well, I'm just going to go a little slower this morning so I can at least show you. What was this one called? It wasn't that long ago that I made it. Fernanda. I used the word fern in there too. I had a feeling I did something silly like that. I like play on words sometimes. There's the Fernanda top. And then while I'm at it, I might as well put up the Be So Fine and Be So Sporty links so that you can see these new colors. I took photos of all of the new colors as well. So here's the Be So Sporty link, and then we'll go back and do the Be So Fine link. And may as well just get that gradient kit link in there too, since we'll be talking about all of these. And then I'll be done with links. Hopefully I did that right. Okay, all right, so I showed you the Fern Forest color. Then next up is a new color in the Sunrise collection. We've got Sunrise 13, which has a beautiful soft golden sand color, a very light turquoise, and a very, very light purple in there, which is definitely the colors that remind me of a very early morning sunrise on the West Coast here. On the East Coast, you would see the sun come up like here on the West Coast when we see the sun go down over the water. But here on the West Coast, when the sun comes up, sometimes it's just really pale colors. You might remember this when we used to do the early morning podcast at the beach. And so it has a very pale purple, a very pale turquoise, and then that golden sand color. So pretty, right? And I also did a new color in the Mermaid collection, and this one's a little different than the Mermaid collections I've done before. This is definitely a little more mystical and playful. This is color Mermaid O5, and we have a medium iris purple, a couple shades of pink, some pale turquoise, and then some darker like denim blue. Not too dark though, it's all very pastel, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's like candy, like, oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? So it's available in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Okay, next up we have Blue Skies, which was very successful in Be So Sporty yarn several months ago. So we redid, or I redid it, we, whatever, me, myself, and I, we redid Be So Sporty yarn in Blue Skies, but also did it in Be So Fine yarn as well. And this is just a variety of shades of blue. So we've got a little bit of like a darker blue, and a sky blue, and several other blues in between. This isn't just like me hand massaging one color with different saturations of one color. There are several blues in here, but they are also hand massaged as well. So it just really lots of variety in there, lots of swirling colors, but all shades of blue. So, so pretty. Okay, then Caribbean Turquoise. We have Caribbean Turquoise back in stock, and I know this is an oldie but a goodie. Everybody loves Caribbean Turquoise. Me too. I've made a ton of stuff in this color, so it's back in stock in both Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. Then another oldie but goodie, I brought back Blue Topaz, which is really a medium teal, right? This is a medium blue teal. You know how teal can go either more blue or more green. This is definitely a little more on the blue side and definitely darker than Caribbean Turquoise. Really interesting together though. I think you could do some really gorgeous color work or stripes combining the two of those. But anyway, this is Blue Topaz, and that's available in both Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. And then I have a brand new color, and oh my gosh, I can't say I salivate when I look at it, but it sure does look like candy to me. You know, it almost gets my sweet spots thinking about like sweet tart candies, because it's just those bright, cheerful candy colors. Calling this the power of pink. And we have bubblegum, cotton candy, raspberry, and some coral in there. It is absolutely stunning. I think pink and coral look so pretty together anyway, but just, oh, and then hand massaging all those colors together as well. Just so, so, so pretty. So we've got that little bit of pop of coral, and then the lighter bright pinks and the deeper bright pinks, and then some softer pink. It is just absolutely stunning. They're all gorgeous. Like, I could sit here and ooh and ah over all of them. But anyway, these are the new colors, so I'll quickly go over them again. So we've got the power of pink, Blue Topaz, Caribbean Turquoise. These are both these are all available in both Be So Fine and Be So Sporty at the same time. Blue Skies. I know, Rinny, I'm going crazy too. I want something in all of them. This is Mermaid O5. Sunrise 13. Can you believe we've done 13 colors in the Sunrise series now? That's so awesome. And Fern Forest. Definitely inspired by my big, gorgeous fern out back. So exciting. All right, does anybody have any questions about those? I did post links to all of the yarns in the live chat, and we will definitely add them to the video description and to the comments later. Sporty yarn. They're both 100% bamboo. Be So Fine is #1 fingering. Is #2 sport weight. So Be So Fine comes 600 yards per ball, and Be So Sporty comes 325 yards per ball. Both have tons and tons and tons and tons of pattern support. You can find all of that on my website as well. And these yarns do not come in a hank when you get them. These gorgeous bamboo hand-dyed yarns come wound into a center pull ball and inside an organza drawstring bag like this, so that you can store it in there if you're not ready to use it, and you can also work out of the bag as well. You can work out of the bag whether you prefer working from the center pull or working from the outside pull. Either way, it works really well to keep it in the bag, especially if you're going to keep it with other things inside a project bag. Those bags are really, really awesome. Okay, next, let's wait and see if there's any questions. Does anybody want to see those side by side or see anything else? Iva, what kind of yarn is the Mermaid? They are all 100% bamboo. All of these colors are dyed on the same yarns, Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. And they are 100% bamboo. I've posted links to both yarns in the live chat, and you can go to those pages and learn more about the yarns as well. Is there a big difference? They are different thicknesses, Lily, and that because of the different thicknesses, they are different yardages. So #1 fingering weight yarn is 325 or 650 yards per ball, and in the same weight of ball, Be So Sporty yarn is 325 yards per 4-ounce ball. So they're definitely different thicknesses, so you would use different size hooks and needles, and you would get a different weight of fabric. Ginger is available in Be So Fine Tidbits. You can find the ginger color there, Wendy. See, I can find the link for that. Be So Fine Tidbits are the 1/3 of a ball of Be So Fine yarn. So if you wanted, You could buy 3 of them for the equivalent of a full ball of Be So Fine yarn, or you can get them on sale as the tidbits for $8.99 right now, and I just posted a link to that as well. Yes, Sharon, I need more hours in the day to knit and crochet too. Absolutely. Debbie, you can order the gradient in the oranges. Yeah, it's available. So that's what I'm coming to next. I just wanted to wait. I'll talk about the gradients in a second. I just need to see if there's any questions first. Okay, Sherry wants to see the 3 blues together. That is Caribbean Turquoise, Blue Skies, and Blue Topaz. So I'll even put the 2 turquoise, the 2 blue green. So here's, you can see Blue Skies is definitely more blue. Caribbean Turquoise is a light blue green, right? And then Blue Topaz is a darker blue green teal, more blue than green, but still teal, not blue. So that's the 3 of those side by side. Debbie, the orange gradient is available. I am showing it here first before I share it anywhere else. I always like to do that for the podcast when available. So I've put up a half-made photo of it so you can see the swatch. There is a new color in the gradient yarns this morning, and this is a fiery orange to red. Okay, the whole photo is not done yet, but that's because I wanted to be able to show it to you guys first before I showed it anywhere else. So the gradient colors are back in stock in the coral pink colorway. They're back in stock in the teal colorway, and I brought in a new color this time, which is the fiery orange and red. And we will have more colors available soon. I'm just working on it as fast as I can behind the scenes. I know this has been very popular and everybody likes it, but just got to work on one thing at a time. So that's what I've worked on as well. What can you do to stop cramps in your fingers? Sharon wants to know. Well, first of all, I would say anytime your body is giving you signals of pain, it is time to take a break. First and foremost, I think doing any amount of exercises or massages to your hands in between, and maybe taking breaks more frequently. I feel like that's really important just because of the fact that we sit when we knit and crochet as well, and often we're focused on what we're doing, not how we're sitting. I find that I can sit for too long in a weird position because I'm not focused on my posture or my sitting. So if anything you can do to set a timer for yourself to get up and walk around and promote good circulation every hour or 2 would probably help quite a bit. But obviously, if the cramps or the pain persists, you should see a doctor. But in the meantime, I would say just listen to your body and take breaks and do anything you can to promote circulation. So for your lower body, getting up and walking around. For your hands, shaking them out. Finger massage. I love to do this to promote circulation in my hands. You see, I'm always fidgeting with my hands anyway, but this is something that I enjoy doing, especially when my hands are moisturized. I'll get in between my fingers and massage in between. That helps so much. Staying hydrated helps too, absolutely. I know sometimes I take magnesium for joint pain as well, but again, I'm not going to give medical advice. Anything that works for me doesn't necessarily work for anybody else, but I can say that promoting circulation, promoting breaks, those are things that are good for anybody. But if the pain persists, I think you should see a doctor too. Hi, Carla. Good morning. Cat crochets standing up while watching me. That's fantastic. The yarns are, the Blue Topaz is available in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn, Christine, and I've posted links in the live chat. I like to crochet standing up sometimes too. I've actually crocheted and knit while walking before. I was even in a magazine article with a photo of me walking and crocheting years ago. That was fun. Wonder if I could find that. Now that I've reorganized the books, I believe it wouldn't take too long, but it might take too long while you're waiting. If I think of it and find it later today, I'll show you tomorrow. You're welcome, Sharon. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Angela. Okay, so I'll go over the gradients one more time then. So you might remember the pink coral one. This goes from a very pale coral, then into deeper peach and corals, and then into pink and a hot pink. Very, very pretty. So I've got the pink coral gradient back in stock. All of these links are in the live chat already. And then the teal gradient is back in stock. This is a Be So Fine gradient kit where you get a smaller tidbit size of yarn in all 5 of the colors, and then you can do any kind of gradient work you like with that, or color work or stripes. And so this one goes from a very pale turquoise into deeper teals all the way to a dark teal. And then the brand new gradient color is the fiery orange red colorway. And I have only partially put up the photo on the listing because I wanted to be able to show it to you first and anyone else. So they are available now. You can order it. You just can't see the photos of the little balls, but you can see the swatch, so you can definitely see the colors. And if you want to wait till the photo is up, that's fine too. This goes from a lighter orange into more intense orange, and then into a deep red and a burgundy, like a fiery red orange sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? Very, very pretty. So that's the brand new colorway, and there will be more coming, but for the meantime, I restocked these 2 and then added the 3rd color. The other 2 are not back in stock yet, but they will be coming, and we'll have more colors. I love working on these, and I love that everybody's so excited about them. So these are back in stock. If you were on the wait list for these 2, you got an email from me already this morning. And this one's brand new, so there wouldn't have been a wait list, but if you want it, it's available in the shop right now. And all those links are in this live chat here. Do you have any other questions about the gradients? And I think there were requests to see the new hand-dyed colors again, so I'll show those again before we close, but I want to see if there's any questions about what we talked about first. Thank you, Thea. And as always, we've got the free shipping promotion, so if you spend $75 in the US or $150 on international orders, automatically free shipping is included in your order, and you don't need a coupon code or anything for that. It just automatically happens when the shopping cart reaches that level, which is nice and convenient. The purples are coming back, Joe, I promise. Hopefully you're on the wait list. Are you on the wait list already, Joe? Am I podcasting all week? Angela wants to know. Definitely not on Christmas Day. I'm not sure about Christmas Eve yet. I'll have to see what day. I have to see what's going on. Melanie, I don't know what cardigan you're talking about, or are you talking about in general? Because I don't even know if there's enough yarn in the kits to do a cardigan, and I don't know what size you're trying to make either, but you would definitely, in order to make the body and the sleeves the same for a gradient, it would definitely be trickier than doing it in a solid color, right? So you would probably want to break up the balls into smaller balls so that you could work all pieces simultaneously. You would want to work your body. I don't know what the latest cardi is either, Melanie. And you mean the Selma, and besides that's in sporty and these are in fine. So and I don't know what size you're trying to make, but I will say that in general, you would want to work, if you want the gradient to match for the sleeves and the body, you would need to work all 3 pieces at the same time. I hope that makes sense. What is the wrap in the corner? You mean this one here? That is the Meadow Poncho. It's a crochet pattern in my shop. It can also be found in Layers Crochet Book. That does make sense about how you would do a cardigan in a gradient yarn. Good. The pretty reddish yarn in the bag behind you. I believe that's $1 Million Red. This one is Be So Sporty yarn in $1 Million Red. I believe we have it available in Parisian Bordeaux right now too, but I don't remember. Oh, maybe not. This is $1 Million Red in Be So Sporty. Thank you, Donna. All right. What other questions? And then we'll have time to go over the colors again. It's a great question about the gradient, using gradient for a cardigan. That really is a great question. I'm glad Melanie asked that. And if you want to ask about how you would make other things matching in a gradient yarn, please feel welcome. Let's see. Carla made the Riley cowl for gift exchange for coworkers. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. It was the hit of the office. Perfect. I love hearing that. And somebody else made mandalas and gave them out for gifts. That's wonderful. Pamela, I believe. All right, I think we're caught up on questions, so we'll go over the new colors in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn. So just as I know, this is, if you were here from the beginning, you heard this already, and if you weren't, this is brand new information to you. So I dyed Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn at the same time. So this time, the colors match. So all of the new colors are available in both yarns, which means you could make projects to match with both of them. You could make a cowl in Sporty and a shawl in Fine, and they would coordinate. You could make a top in Sporty and a matching shawl in Fine, or a matching scarf. You could do textured stripes where certain sections were heavier and certain sections were lighter. All sorts of fun things you can do when you combine two weights of yarn. Anyway, this is the newest color in the Sunrise series. This is Sunrise 13 in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn, and it has a very pale purple, a very pale icy turquoise, and beautiful soft golden sand color. So pretty. Reminds me of that early morning before the sun comes up over the water on the west coast when the sun comes up on the opposite side. I love it. This is Fern Forest. This was super popular in Be So Sporty yarn before, and so I've brought it back in Sporty and brought it out in Be So Fine yarn as well. This is the color I used to make the Fernanda crochet top. I've already posted links for all of these things in the live chat, so you can scroll up and see them. We'll have them in the recorded version video description as well. This is Fern Forest and Be So Sporty and Be So Fine, which has that beautiful deep forest fern green and all the shadows and highlights of a fern in the forest, right? So we've got that lighter bright green and some emerald green, just so pretty. And you can see how that looks worked up in the Fernanda top, which is so cute. Okay, next color is Blue Skies. This was super popular in Be So Sporty a while back, so I brought it back in Be So Sporty and brought it out for the first time in Be So Fine. Shell Bell. I did not name the colors in the gradients. They are not the same color. They are slightly different, and as you can see in the swatch where I worked it up, you can see that they are different colors. They are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously you can put them in any order you wish, but they are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as part of exclusive colors for the gradient kits. Okay, the next color is also in a series. This is from the Mermaid series. This is Mermaid O5, available in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. We have some beautiful light pink and brighter pink and some soft medium purple and a lighter turquoise blue and then a darker denim blue. Not darker, but very, very pretty, very muted, and very whimsical. It's a little different than the other mermaid colors I've done before. This one's definitely a little more whimsical, but I thought it'd be super fun to do. Then we have Blue Topaz back in stock, which is a deeper blue teal. So teal can go either way. Sometimes it's more green blue, sometimes it's more blue-green, like for example, the teals in the gradient. These down here are more green-blue, and this is more blue-green, which is what reminds me of a blue topaz, one of my favorite stones. Then we have Caribbean turquoise back in stock, which is a classic, something we have all loved for a very long time, which is a lighter blue-green. And then we have a brand new color. It looks like candy, but this is called the Power of Pink, and it has lots of shades of pink and some coral in it. So we've got a deeper raspberry pink, we've got a bubble gum and a cotton candy and some bright coral to just give it that pop of something different too. It is so festive, so cheerful, and just gorgeous. Okay, so then someone asked to see the gradients again. I'll just show the ones that are back in stock and not the ones that are not back in stock yet. I'll show those again when they're back in stock. So the gradient kits that are back in stock are teal, pink coral, and fiery orange red. Here you go, Shell Bell. You can see that the colors are not identical. They are slightly different. The one on the very bottom is slightly darker than the one just above it. And when you work up your swatch, you'll see the same thing with yours. Okay, what else? Want to see the fern together with mermaid? Here we go. Here's fern with mermaid, and then also with blue topaz. Would anybody else like to see any color combinations? I'm happy to show anything else if you like. You're welcome. Hi, Chris from Arkansas. Hi, Shelly, thank you. If you're just coming in now, we're very happy to have you, but the show's almost over, so if you want to see everything that we talked about today, you can come back and watch the recorded version. YouTube should have it up in a few minutes. I just got a request to see pink with mermaid, so this is the Power of Pink with the new Mermaid O5. Kristin, your grand kitten is watching the yarn? Oh, okay. Thank you, Susie. I'm glad you like them. Okay, I don't think I see any more colors, so thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all these fun new surprises, all the show and tell. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the new colors. I have put links in the live chat if you wanted to see them right now. You can find all of these things on my website. In the yarn shop, you'll find all of them right at the top of the page. Super easy to find. If you can't find them, please feel welcome to leave a comment after the show, and I'll be more than happy to give you the link. Thank you. I'm grateful that you guys could take the time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything and chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.